Good morning, Muscatine, and happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It was a beautiful weekend, and I'm pretty sure I lived outside on my patio the entire time. Before getting started, I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health Trinity Muscatine, Muscatine Power and Water, Becky Insurance, Toyota of Muscatine, Rivo Plumbing and Heating, Impact Fitness and Nutrition, Suntan City, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, Impact Life Blood Center, Harper's Cycling and Fitness, Muscatine County Fair, and Bayer of Muscatine. Some events that are taking place this week. Today is the last day to submit your applications for the 4th of July parade. So be sure to turn those in, whether you're a business, you're wanting to create a business, an entrepreneur, something that is involving within foundations and community. Be a part of the 4th of July parade. The more the merrier for our 4 p.m. parade July 4th. So today is the last day to submit those applications. Thursday, June 30th, there's going to be music at Proof this week. We have the Red, White, and Bass Night at the Brew Saturday, July 2nd at 9:30. There is a $5 cover, but there is a really good reason why. There is going to be the ultimate electronic dance music experience to bring into our downtown district. So Red, White, and Bass at the Brew Saturday, July 2nd at 9:30 p.m. And I believe it's going till 1:30 a.m. So it's going to be a fun late night. Then July 4th is next Monday. That's a little shocking. June flew. We have 4th of July next Monday. So the best place to get your fireworks is at the MCSA firework tent just right outside here, the big Hy-Vee. If that gorilla, which by the way, if you didn't know, his name is Kankles. So if Gorilla is awake and he's there, then we're going to have the fireworks available. It is from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. is that they're open every single day. So be sure you're stocked up so they can sell out. Then you can light up the Muscatine lights, the 3rd and the 4th. Also, it is not almost Friday Fest, it's almost Fireworks Fest, July 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. Free entertainment. There's also going to be beer and wine tent, as well as food vendors for purchase. So bring your lawn chair, 5 to 8 p.m. July 4th. It is the Almost Fireworks Fest. And we just had Almost Friday Fest, which was a really good turnout. If you didn't notice something on top of my head, it is National Sunglasses Day. And I told one of our amazing guests here, I have 26 pairs of sunglasses, but this is always my go-to pair, so they're gonna hang out with me today. My first guest today is Megan and Lauren from the Muscatine Senior Resources, and they have an amazing fundraiser and donation that they are looking for the community to help with. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Love the purple, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my Monday attire.
Yes. That's a good source. The Monday attire. I love it. So
we're still going purple for June.
Yes.
A few more days.
I know, and I'm wearing black. Please forgive me. And I told it last week there was a National Pink Day, so I wore my only pink top because majority of my closet, 80% of it is black. Then there is a little bit of purple, a little bit of blue, and then there's just one pink shirt. That's all I have. So introduce yourselves, what you do at the Senior Resources Center.
So I am Megan Francis, and I work with Senior Resources and Crossroads, and I am marketing and communications.
And I'm Laura Vargas with Senior Resources, and I am the outreach coordinator.
Perfect. So
yep, and we're going to talk about the hygiene and cleaning closet. So this is a community project that came out of COVID. Mm-hmm. The United Way kind of kicked it off, but it was really to make sure that we could get cleaning supplies into the hands of those who needed them.
Okay.
Especially during that time where, people were not going out to the store, not working possibly, yep. So funds were difficult. And just making sure that those are available to people. Mm-hmm. And it has continued as the need has continued. Prices of everything are going up. Yes. My grocery bill continues to grow, and I'm still getting the same amount or less stuff.
Yes.
And there are some people on a fixed income that need to make decisions, right? Do I put food on the table, or do I buy those extra cleaning supplies?
Yes.
And you don't want to compromise on either. They're so important. Hygiene, cleaning, that's probably one of the bigger things we've learned coming out of COVID, right? So we have, the United Way started the closet, and then it has been moved over to Senior Resources.
Okay.
And basically those are available to anyone in the community, not just seniors, although many of our seniors are on that fixed income.
Yep.
So the need is, important to get the medications or the groceries and make sure that they have those cleaning supplies. We have realized, well, I'll tell you a few basics. So we also work in partnership with the Dehabilitation with Crossroads. They come in every Friday and fill orders. So we take orders over the phone, Facebook Messenger a lot, and then there's also an online form that you can fill out.
Are these orders just for the cleaning and hygiene?
Yep.
Okay.
Hygiene and cleaning closet. So it's supplies like, what are some of the popular items?
Laundry detergent, paper
I didn't
products.
grab laundry detergent, but there's like toothpaste over there, your generic cleaning supplies. I wasn't going to try and carry all that plus
All
then.
of it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't happening. Who's that weird lady walking down with all these cleaning supplies?
Right.
Like,
Oh, I'm like, ooh.
no, me.
Yeah, laundry detergent, and really those small ones are kind of nice because they're easy to give out to people and then easy to manage as well. So every Friday, our Dehabilitation group comes in and they fill orders. So we have kind of a closet, literally a closet of supplies, and they will fill those orders and get them ready. Those can be picked up at the Senior Resources office the following week.
Okay.
Or we do deliver the first and third Wednesday of every month.
All right.
So there's a little bit of a wait, a little bit of planning that needs to go on to get that order filled and then delivery. But otherwise we'd be overwhelmed by it, which we are a little bit, but we're getting on top of things.
So it's not one of those, it's better to call in and say the request rather than someone just showing, like you don't want people just showing up and saying, hey, here's what I need, hand it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way to make sure that we have the time to get the order filled. And then we are finding that we're running out of a lot of items. So Laura's going to talk about some ways to give back.
So anyone out there wanting to donate any items, like I mentioned before, such as laundry detergent or paper products, let us know. Stop by the office or give us a call.
Yep, it's a great service project. We have a lot of offices. I know Muscatine Community College just ran a drive, and we'll be getting that stuff soon. And Muscatine Power and Water is going to gear up and do a drive as well. So that office giving, if you're looking for, what can we be collecting supplies for, we would appreciate the consideration for this.
I have a lot of Clorox wipes if you need some.
There you go.
So I will gladly donate those.
There
I think
you go.
I have too much of it.
And we had, just a week or two ago, we had one of our super coupon shoppers who, one of those thrifty shoppers who goes out and looks for a great deal, went out and picked up a bunch of supplies, both for our mini food pantry and then the hygiene closet, and brought all that in. So, if you do see that great deal, and even if it's, all deodorant, but it's a great deal on it, pick up 4 or 5 extras and drop them off.
I would say I always love looking at the Hy-Vee. I look at the Hy-Vee deals of the day through my app, see what's going on, or at least you see like ahead of time, and you say, okay, I'm going to keep that in my list and keep it as a reminder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming out. Any additional information you'd like to share? Oh, how do people drop it off? Do they just stop by and drop off? Okay.
Yep, we're open from 8 to 4, Monday through Friday, so they can just come by. 1808 Mulberry. Don't make me laugh.
I'm not doing
almost
anything.
choked. I realized I didn't bring anything to drink, and I knew I would choke at some point.
Note to self.
Happy Monday.
If I'm going to have Megan on, it cannot be on a Monday.
Let me give you my writer.
Oh, Megan, I love you. You always bring so much joy. You bring the joy to my Mondays.
There we go.
Well, so this is not a non-stopping thing. This is 365 every single day, 24/7. This is going to be continuously going.
Yep.
Perfect. So the more the merrier. Look for those deals. Donate a little extra.
Yeah.
Love the fact that businesses have been getting involved too. Creates a nice little drive and just a fundraiser to bring in all together.
Yeah.
So to make orders, either call, Facebook message, email.
Email,
Okay.
or there's also an online form.
Okay, so on your website.
Yep, so on our Facebook, you can just see, it's a Microsoft form, so link or QR code, and then you can just kind of do the order from there.
Perfect. So don't just show up. Make sure that you get this ahead of time. Give you plenty of time, a lot of time, to make sure that you have everything prepared for them.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, I love this. I think this is neat. I wish I would have known about this sooner. You said this started after COVID?
Started in the middle of COVID.
Okay, so during the shutdown portion?
Yep,
Okay.
during the shutdown.
Perfect. So community hygiene and cleaning closet, nonstop donations, website, email, Facebook, any way that you need help, contact them and they'll be glad to help out as much as they can. Community involvement is the most important key to this part too.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you.
In person this time. Well, we are going to take a quick break and we are going to say farewell to one family and we're going to say hello to a new one here in Muscatine. We'll be back in a moment.
Hi, I'm TJ Deere, General Manager here at Toyota of Muscatine.
Hi, I'm Megan and I'm from Muscatine.
My name is Logan and I'm from Muscatine.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we believe in investing in our community.
And that's why all our members are local to the Muscatine area.
It's why we give generously to charities based in our city.
Because we believe that giving back means paying it forward.
That's why an investment in us is an investment in our community.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we're here to serve.
When you buy a vehicle at a multi-brand dealership and it isn't locally owned, it can be difficult to get information that you need.
That's why all of our trained salespeople are focused on one thing, getting you the best deal possible on a new or used Toyota.
And when you pick your favorite, we will help you with financing and maintenance.
We love helping our neighbors.
Come to Toyota Muscatine today.
We've all been through a lot together, and along the way, you'll find out who really cares for you and who you can trust. Because there's a lot of stuff that happens in life, like those days when the amazing happens, or those days that are really, really hard. That's why you need someone like Unity Point Health. Because when it comes to your health, you gotta have someone you can trust. Unity Point Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Hello everyone, we are back and we are rocking some fancy sunglasses because it is National Sunglasses Day.
The future is bright.
Those look really good on you.
Thank you, those look good on you too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
So we have to say farewell to one family, but we get to say hello to a new family.
Absolutely.
You all look amazing right now. Thank you. We want to say hello to Lieutenants Lucas and Macy. Welcome to Muscatine.
Thank you.
So you made it into town, and we can take these off. You don't have to look at me. We just had to look cool for a second. So tell us a little about yourselves. You made it into town yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
Yep.
And how was the drive?
It was nice. Lots of fields.
And so, have you ever been to Iowa before?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
I was in Des Moines for the Salvation Army. So.
Perfect. And then this first time?
I visited Des Moines actually with the Salvation Army, but
all right.
Not this area. So.
Okay. So, did you know where Muscatine was on the map?
No.
Okay. Did you know where Muscatine was when you first?
No. In fact, when we were in training and the moves list came out, and we figure out where open cores are, Stephen Rainier was like, "Hey, muscatine? And I was like, well, cool, what's muscatine? I didn't know what it was. And then I was like, is it a fish? Is it an animal? Like, what's a muscatine? He's like, no, bro, I'm from Muscatine. And it's an open location. And I was like, oh, so I kind of researched it then. But I didn't have any idea what it was and how amazing it was, because it turned out to be like the place to serve. So, yeah.
I was born in Iowa City, Iowa, and Muscatine, one, I didn't know where it was, and two, no one said anything really good about it. It wasn't until I moved here that I was like, wow, this place is amazing.
Yeah.
I really love it here. So, Lucas and Macy, tell us, how long have you been Salvation Army officers?
I've been a Salvation Army officer for 1 year. This past year I served in Evanston, Illinois. And while I was doing that, Lucas was in training.
So that means I've been an officer for about a little under 2 weeks now.
Yeah! So you guys get to train him and train him well here in Muscatine.
What inspired you to take on these roles?
I think the Salvation Army helping me and my family was just the prime kind of inspiration. Like, I want to give back how the Salvation Army gave to us, and so that just like opened the door. And I served in many different capacities throughout my teens and youth time, and then with volunteering and working. And then as I became an adult, I got a degree in elementary education and love kids, so I served as a youth director in Minnesota. And so that kind of just opened the door for what the Lord had for me in the Salvation Army. So that was kind of the start.
And I came to the Salvation Army through kettle season at the Omaha Salvation Army.
Okay.
And
kettle season.
Yes. Oh, I love kettle season. And
you hear that? He loves kettle. I'm sorry, but he loves kettle season, which is great. Go ahead.
I'll sleep in the kettle.
I'm gonna shut up.
But I saw firsthand to see what the Salvation Army does to help families in need around that season. And as soon as I saw that, it was extremely satisfying my soul, and I knew that it was something I had to follow. And so I followed, and God called me to be an officer. So here I am.
I love kettle season. Did you ever say, like, I don't think you ever said, like, kettle season.
Kettle season. What I call it? The kettle campaign, Christmas
Kettle campaign. Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely kettle season.
Yeah, I like that.
That's what it is. It's
You will now have to keep that going here in Muscatine. It is kettle season.
It is kettle season.
So where have you served previously?
I've served in different capacities in Minnesota and in North Dakota, and then recently in Chicago, Illinois area.
Okay. Where out in Chicago?
Evanston, Illinois. But I also did my training in Chicago, near Wrigley Field. So.
Okay.
And for me, of course, training college is in Wrigley Field, and then as an employee of the Salvation Army at the Omaha Salvation Army and Des Moines. So.
And how many years now total have you just between serving and training?
Let's see. It came to Salvation Army 2017, so it's coming up on 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, I would consider like starting to serve in my youth. So that was when I was 12. So
wow.
And they throw you right in.
I love it.
Ringing bells, helping with day camp. I volunteered probably when I was in high school, my whole Christmas break time, every single day for 8 hours a day. Just because I had a difficult home life, so that meant going to Salvation Army meant my safe place, and sometimes that meant just helping where I could help. So
I love that. Greg, how many years is it now?
Man, we were kind of plucked by the Salvation Army from where we were in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, in Sheboygan, Michigan.
So now, what are we, 2022?
Yeah.
So 8 years?
Yeah, eight. Has it been 8 years? Holy cow.
Yeah.
And then I started working for Salvation Army as part-time, running a sober living house in northern Michigan. And then I moved into be the business manager of the service extension. So it wasn't even like a full-blown Army operation. It was like a sober living program and like little tiny food pantry and utility assistance. That was it.
Wow.
But when I became business manager, we just I was like, hey, we are the Salvation Army, and we're gonna conquer this town, and we did, man. We had a good success rate in Sheboygan. So, but 8 years, like, it's hard to believe it's been that long.
Oh yeah.
Well,
And you'll find here that when you have as you're having fun in this town, it's gonna go by quick. I can't believe that 3 years is over already for us.
We have some people. Tony Tone.
Tony Tone, your doppelganger, Tony. Your doppelganger right here.
Welcome, Lucas and Macy. We are so excited to have you in the Muscatine community. Melissa Anderson says welcome. Betty Fankhauser, the Big Red Kettle. We love the Big Red Kettle.
Betty Fankhauser is our Corps Sergeant Major, so you'll meet her today.
Awesome.
She's a CSM, and she is she's a firecracker. You'll love her. You will love her.
So when you found out you were coming to Muscatine, how did you feel about it?
Shocked. We didn't really know where it was, or that, like he said, that moves come out and there's open spots, so you start people start speculating where you might go, and just Muscatine was not even on our radar. We thought our family would come here, so so a little bit shocked, but once it kind of like set in a little bit, just excitement starts to swell up, just because you know that's going to be your place, and you get to serve there and make it your home. So
well, and the drive too from where you're currently at isn't terrible.
No,
it was an easy drive.
Yeah, right. Super easy.
Got to skip the tolls, hopefully.
Kinda.
Doing a vacation, and I kind of brought them here early.
Okay.
From their vacation.
Oh, there we go.
So thankfully they were open enough to say, yeah, we'll come back early from vacation and kind of do this to kind of just. It was important for us to let you all see like us and them, to let you know that these are the new ones. Like these are the ones that we have given charge now to the community for the Salvation Army. And so just the handoff. So it was important for us to kind of have them come here early to do that and to be on the show.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh yeah, and this is not going to be your only time on the show. You're going to be out here quite often.
Yes.
Great. So I remember Liz was talking about her reaction to Muscatine. What was kind of yours as well?
Man, so once Lieutenant, well now he's a captain, the Rainiers from Muscatine. They serve in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Shout out to Muscatine family, Lieutenants Stephen and Lila Rainier, serving in Cape Girardeau from Muscatine. When he messaged me and said Muscatine, and I kind of started researching it, I'm like, oh, it's Rivertown. I'm from Rivertown. We all know, the whole community knows now. Coach Schultz, what's up, man?
Oh no.
There he is.
That's my
significant
other.
Yeah. Oh. So once we started researching it, I'm like, Rivertown, River Bend. I'm from the River Bend in Alton. It got me excited because so often when you get sent out from the training college, you don't get to go home.
Yeah.
Everything you know, your way of life is different. And so when you get sent somewhere, it's a very almost uneasy feeling because for 2 weeks you're on furlough.
You're homeless.
You're homeless for 2 weeks. You don't even know where to go.
Okay.
All your stuff that you need is in a big moving truck.
Or in the van.
Or in a small van. So,
is it currently here?
Yeah.
So all their belongings are in a moving truck, and they don't know where that moving truck is. The company does, the Salvation Army does, but they don't know where it's at. So it's a very uneasy feeling. So to come here, it was like, oh, I get to go someplace that's gonna feel like home. And it did. It felt so much like home. And so to be able to leave a place that feels like home and leave it and feel so confident in who we're leaving it to is an amazing feeling.
And Muscatine was your
first appointment.
Yep.
Like it's their first appointment together.
Yep.
She was in Evanston for a year, and her first appointment as a married but spouse was still a cadet in training. This is their first appointment. So it's a very special time for them, like it was for us.
Yeah. That's kind of neat. I mean, you had you and Liz as your first together, and now you two get to share and experience Muscatine together. You're gonna love it here. I truly think you will.
We will too.
We had Greg. You're a kid at heart. You truly are.
He just starts laughing. It's true though. It's true. I just keep telling them, listen, just have fun.
Of course, yeah.
Because people respond to just the engagement and just the fun engagement of things. There's time to be serious. It's time to do business, But even in that, you can still not take yourself too seriously. Take the business of the Lord seriously. Take the business of the Salvation Army, serious. But you can insert yourself into that, and make it you. Be true to you, and be true to the ministry that God's given you. And just so you know, the Army celebrated this year 130 years of its presence in this community. So
there we go, amen.
It's established, and it's yours to take where you want to take it, where God leads you to take it.
Amen.
So, great.
So I have some get to know you questions.
Okay. Oh, this will be
kind of
fun.
bring some icebreakers. What is your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
I want to say, while I do love kettle season at Christmas time, I do like Easter for the Cadbury cream eggs.
Oh, wait, the cream ones or like the caramel
No,
ones?
the cream ones.
Oh,
I would prefer the caramel ones.
thank
for
you.
sure.
I love those things. And I'm a nutrition coach here, and I still love those. What are some of your favorite hobbies?
I like to read a lot.
Okay.
Listen to podcasts while driving, and then of course just taking a walk. And now that I'm back in beautiful Iowa, I can take a walk, smell the air, so I'm excited.
Did y'all hear that? He said beautiful Iowa. You know they're going to be great whenever he automatically says beautiful Iowa.
You're going to have to take an evening walk when the bridge is lit up on Riverfront.
That's
It's
what we hear.
So
Hashtag
pretty.
night walk. It's the best.
And what about for you?
I love making cards, and started making our wedding scrapbook, and it's a work in progress. It was like in between transitions. I love just being with people. I know you said hobbies, but I'm extroverted and I just love people. I get my energy from people, whereas he's more introverted. So
we will break that shell pretty quickly.
We balance each other out pretty good.
Where is probably the coolest place you've ever traveled?
Ooh. Well, I've been with the Salvation Army to Papua New Guinea and to India on summer missions.
Whoa.
I think Papua New Guinea has probably been the most challenging, exciting, everything you can ever imagine all in one, because it's a third world country. And we lived in villages, did what they did, made pots like they did to cook food.
Whoa.
So it's super, super unique, not only to be in Papua New Guinea, but to be serving with the Salvation Army there. And I did that for a whole summer. So
a whole summer you did that?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That is so cool. Is this recent or?
I was, I'm trying to think, I was 21 at the time. So it's been like 4 years.
Okay.
But, then I led the team to India a few years later. So.
Whoa.
You led teams on mission trips to other countries?
I can't take them seriously. I can't.
The hearts are throwing
I'm sorry,
me
you're
off.
the host. I'm over here.
Greg, you're co-hosting with me.
Sorry, my bad.
You're co-hosting with
You know what?
me.
I'm going to eat one of these great cookies that Melissa Anderson made for you. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get my mouth full.
Go ahead.
Well, I grew up in a military family.
Okay.
So we moved a lot. So it's hard to choose one exciting place out of all the places I've been, even with the Salvation Army, because each place has its own culture, identity, and history. And I just love discovering that from years of just moving different places.
Yeah.
So.
What? Okay, so name your top 3 at least. They don't have to be in any particular order.
Top 3: Eleuthera, Bahamas.
I'm sorry.
Can you eat that cookie, please?
Eleuthera, Bahamas. I would say Minden, Nevada, which is a small little town near Lake Tahoe. And then I would say San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, I love San Antonio.
Riverwalk?
Remember the
yes.
album.
What is your favorite kind of cuisine?
That's hard.
Yeah. I'm a man that likes all food. So.
Literally.
Yeah.
You won't say no to anything.
It's true.
Love it.
I love like different Asian types of foods, like Indian cuisine or Chinese or Thai. I like a variety of food too.
There we go.
Shout out to Bobby's and shout out to Yaki Shack.
Yep. I was going to say Bobby's and Yaki. What is your favorite season?
Favorite season? Well, of course, Christmas season.
Yep. So winter season.
Oh, I don't like to be cold, so I love.
You lived in the Windy City.
I know. Well, I'm originally from Louisiana, so it was
Okay.
hot there. And then I moved to Minnesota, which probably didn't do me any good. But I love like fall, the changing leaves and the season in fall. And then I love spring, new life coming in. So
You'll love Weed Park in the fall. All those amazing color changes. What is your favorite summer activity?
Oh, that's a. Going in the lazy river on the tube.
There we go.
Floating down.
Yeah.
I like to just chill in the water.
I wouldn't mind a pontoon boat, maybe, just relaxing.
There we go. Right
Yeah.
down the Mississippi.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, Sissy has a pontoon boat. She's your admin.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
And Muscatine has a pretty rockin' aquatic center. There's no lazy river, but it's a pretty cool aquatic
Oh,
center.
okay.
Yeah, you like
We'll
it.
have to see about that lazy river thing.
Maybe you can make it happen.
Oh, Tony's got a good question. Ask them, have they ever slept in the giant red kettle during the winter?
Go.
Nope.
No.
I haven't.
Not yet, yeah.
I haven't ever seen anyone do that. So that is definitely new to us.
Okay, so yeah, you'll have to prep them for winter season.
One of
then.
the first
Lucas
questions-
definitely will be the one sleeping in the kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be sleeping in the bed at home.
Which is right around the corner.
It is.
Where we do the
Yeah, I'll
call-out,
come
so
check
that's
on him.
great. Yeah.
And here's a good one. What is the best advice you have ever received that you always just keep with you?
I would say just in my years of learning and continuing ed is like always have a teachable spirit. You're never going to know everything to a T, so be willing to learn and to get dirty and to make mistakes. And I think if you have a teachable spirit, you'll go a long way.
I would say to be yourself. I mean, it's a common one. You might think it's the cliche, but it's so true to be yourself, because when you're yourself and you're genuine, that's such an amazing thing.
Yeah.
And
Well, and we're all different. We're all unique in our own way.
Yes.
So we don't want to. I've always said this. People thought my style was crazy growing up, and now I wear a uniform. But I've always just been who God made me to be, and I think that's important for all of us, because we're not going to be Greg and Liz Bach,
Exactly.
not even for a minute.
Praise
but
the
we'll
Lord.
be
Praise the Lord.
we'll be us, and I think that you'll see why you will love us for who we are. So.
Well, we
Amen.
already love you because you're here and you're ready to take on Muscatine. And I mean, Greg and Liz went through the pandemic of their first one.
Oh, yeah.
And I think one of my favorite moments of you was during the pandemic, you did a fundraiser where you let your kids destroy you with pie and whipped cream. And
Yeah.
that was,
Yeah.
we donated to have the extreme pie for you.
Oh, was that you guys?
Yes, that was
Oh
us.
man.
That
I
was
still
us.
taste that a little bit, I think.
The
was
egg
good.
and whipped cream
Oh,
and
okay.
chocolate
At
syrup.
one point, the kids were just going through the refrigerator, finding things they could throw, because it was just our Thanksgiving leftovers during the pandemic. You know,
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
And so it was called. We called it the Mess for Good fundraiser.
Yeah.
So and it was a mess. It was
Yeah.
hot. In fact, when we were scrubbing walls in the ceiling, it was like, I think I finally got the whipped cream off the ceiling from whenever whop someone smacked me in the face with a pie.
Yeah.
So we have something. It is National Ice Cream Cake Day.
Oh.
And we couldn't find an ice cream cake, but we do have something that it tastes just as amazing. Greg, I would like to talk to you a little bit about this. The Heartland Division's music camp, there's someone behind me, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Hello.
Scott Schultz,
Hey.
coach.
So we do Impact Fitness and Nutrition, December 23rd every year. We do Red Kettle Fitness.
Okay.
So the gentleman behind me
It's amazing.
will do either burpees or squats or some type of fitness that every dollar he raises, he does that.
Oh, wow.
Greg never joined us.
It was so cold.
So hopefully
I should have.
you will hopefully will. Yes. But we normally do like a live video.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like you. I'm home because we have a 2-year-old.
Oh, okay.
So I get to hang
Shout
out
out
at
to Patrick.
home. And yes, shout out to the little guy. And I keep track of the virtual, and I just basically message you and say, hey, add another $1. I think how many burpees did you do?
All of them.
Oh, yeah.
I lost count after a while.
And squats.
It was almost 1,500.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
1,500 burpees.
Yeah, I mean, it was legit.
Definitely over 1,000 on squats. But we bring the community in. So he stands out there at nights, and I mean, church groups were coming out.
Yeah.
He's the Muskie Boys and Girls Golf. So both the teams came out. Athletes came out. Random people were just paying to decrease the amount that he was doing. So that December 23rd, that is one thing you do get to look forward
Exciting.
to.
Okay.
And it's awesome, man. To see the community show up because they just love this guy, and it's obvious he loves what he does and loves the people that he serves. Just see that come together to benefit others through the Salvation Army, man, it's I got goosebumps again talking about it because that's how amazing it is.
So before I was kindly interrupted, sorry. Oh, you have something for me.
Oh,
I'll take that.
for you?
No, it's for
Yes.
them.
Oh, I know.
I will take it though. Thank you very much. So we don't have, and I remember what it's called. They're called Dippin' Dots.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't have ice cream cake, but we do have Dippin' Dots that you all three can enjoy, or Greg can enjoy. Greg, that probably.
You want me to do it?
We're gonna do that.
Those are all for you.
Here we go again.
Dip a cookie in there.
The last Lieutenant Lucas said dip a cookie in there, so okay, I guess I'll dip a cookie in here. Officer Pena, this is for you.
Dippin' Dots and
chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate chip cookie.
That's a combo right there.
And it's red, white, and blue.
They're gonna have to get a
So
close-up of that.
I think they just did.
Oh yeah, I see it right here. So while you're eating that, tell me about Josiah, Holly, and Logan on the Heartland Division's Music Camp.
Yeah.
So over 130 youth,
Yes.
and they spent 7 days at this camp.
So the youth are from Central Illinois, Eastern Iowa, from core communities across those two places. Come together. Every month, really, they have music school, right?
Okay.
Any youth and really adult that wants to learn music can go to this school. And then once a year, they have the big music camp where they all come together and they all learn their talents. They all learn, just further their knowledge, education. And what are you laughing about?
I'm reading. Tony wrote, Greg missed his calling to be a Food Network star.
There you go. Sorry. Cracking up. So they learn, Tony, they learn their,
I gotta move this.
they learn their, they further their education and their knowledge of instruments, and from brass instruments to singing to dancing to visual communications to putting videos together. And then there's a 11 state, which is encompasses the Central Territory, big Central Music Institute. And that's like the prestige music camp of the territory, right? And so Holly Berger, Logan Ostermeyer, and my son Josiah Bach, they all got, Josiah and Holly got chosen as the Heartland.
The Spirit of the Heartland
There it
recognition.
is, the Spirit of the Heartland recognition. So they got scholarships to CMI, which is called CMI
Wow.
Central Music
That's
Institute.
awesome.
Yes.
Chosen, 10 campers out of this 130 got chosen for that. And then Logan, we wanted to honor him and his effort at music camp and being involved in our program. You guys, he's a great kid. And so we have, man, I might choke up talking about it because so we lost Scott Lefty Hendricks, Lefty, as we all know him in the community, in January of this year. And at the funeral, we all wore Lefty and the Spinners t-shirts that the family had made. Well, people wanted those t-shirts, right? And so the family had more made, and they did online sales. Well, little did I know they were going to donate all the money from those sales back to Salvation Army, because Scott loved working at the Salvation Army. He was a police officer, worked for the county, worked for the city, but he was also our janitor. A great janitor he was. And we implemented this year, for the first time ever, the Scott Lefty Hendricks Memorial Scholarship. And so
awesome.
we are sending Logan to CMI as well as the first ever recipient of the Scott Lefty Hendricks Memorial Scholarship Award recipient.
I love that. And I didn't watch the full 7 minute of it, but I watched a lot of it. It sounds amazing.
Right?
That was really
They
neat.
were good. And you know what's cool about this is that these students that participate all across the country in these music camps, Salvation Army, they can get chosen to go to the Rose Bowl parade. And the Salvation Army, if I'm not mistaken, not only are we the largest contributor and producer of brass band music in the world, but the Rose Bowl parade, I think we're the longest running performers in the Rose Bowl parade. If I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I'm on that.
We will go with this. We'll
Yeah, let's go with that. That's the thing.
Yes, this
so,
is it.
like, I mean, and so they can really go anywhere with their musical careers, with through just being the Army being their safe place.
Yeah.
If you will.
That I had to bring that up. I thought that was neat, especially the 3 here in Muscatine.
Oh, yeah.
So Greg, first off, I wish someone would have done this for me when I moved to Muscatine, but I made you just a little sheet, but it's a Muscatine bucket list sheet. And I don't know if anyone did this for you, but I had to do this. So here's a little bucket list sheet, and we're gonna write down some things that I'm gonna ask Greg. And
These things are popping. This is a pop.
You write them.
This is red, white,
You
and
want me to
pop.
write it?
This is like pop rocks.
So it's Dippin' Dot Pop Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
So try dipping dots with the cookie.
Never heard of that or the combination. Okay, so I'm going to ask you some questions, and we're going to add it to their list to get their bucket list started.
All right.
Favorite Muscatine breakfast restaurant?
It's a tie.
Okay.
Well, it's a 3-way tie. Of course, where we're at. My family, when they come to town, they want to come to Hy-Vee and have breakfast here. They love the Market Grill breakfast. Second, I would say it's a tie between the Alamoski family's restaurants. So the Muscatine Family Restaurant and the Waffle and Pancake House downtown.
And
same family. It's great.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Anyone watching too, if you have any, let us know in the comments so we can make their bucket list started.
Yes.
Favorite lunch restaurant?
Hands down. In fact, when I leave town tomorrow, if they're open, is where I'm going. Skinny's Barbecue.
Okay. Yes.
Cord, shout out to you and your staff, you and your team, man. That Mac Daddy is the best thing y'all got. Bro, you're gonna love it. You are gonna love. I got goosebumps talking about the Mac Daddy sandwich at Skinny's because it is that good.
And armadillo eggs are pretty delicious too.
That's true. Yes.
Favorite dinner restaurant?
Oh man. Well, besides where we're at, Wahlberg's. I mean, it's great hamburgers here at Hy-Vee. Dinner restaurant. Oh man, we try to keep our dollars local as well.
Yep.
And we really enjoy Yaki Shack. We really enjoy. I call it the Bim Bap Boot Bop, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
What's the Bim Bop? The Bebop.
No one knows here.
Bim Bop Boo. It's this dish, this thing.
Bibimbap?
Say it again.
Bibimbap?
Yeah, that thing.
Okay.
Yes, Bim Bop Bibimbap. Whatever.
I don't know.
It's so good though. Patrick Johnson, bro, that's so good. So Yankee Shack is really, really, really good.
Favorite place to listen to live music?
Ooh, Almost Friday Fest.
Yeah, and that's every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Or every one
Friday.
Thursday a month. Sorry, every third Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Words are hard, guys.
Yes.
It's Monday.
I have these pop rocks going in my mouth, so I'm like, pop, 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 pop.
Favorite park?
Oh man. Okay. Let me think this through. Weed Park has the history. Like Weed Park is historic. The Indian mounds that were there, the aquatic center, but also the Discovery Park is pretty awesome too.
Yes.
They have great trails, walking trails, biking trails. The Discovery Center that's there.
Yep.
Indoors, fantastic.
Tony also said the Mark Twain Overlook.
Oh yeah. Oh, I took you guys there last night.
Oh, was that the place?
Yeah,
Oh, on
the Mark Twain
Lamar?
Overlook. Yeah. So write that down. Mark Twain Overlook in Discovery Park and Weed Park.
Your favorite social event in Muscatine?
Ooh. Well, I feel like any event that I go to, I can make a social event. So I'm gonna talk to whoever I see, really. But I would say that Discover Muscatine's Jingle and Mingle.
Okay. Yes.
On 2nd Street at Christmas time.
Oh,
is
Jingle and Mingle.
fantastic.
Did you bring the red kettle there for?
We did. We brought the Red Kettle and the Bounce House. Well, really, the Bounce House kind of overshadowed the Red Kettle this year because it was great. So that Jingle and Mingle holiday stroll with Discover Muscatine is top notch.
Tony also said the Musser Public Library is an incredible place in town. And it is.
They have great displays and exhibits.
And then, favorite coffee house?
Favorite coffee? Well, I got to give it up to the Coffee Belt.
Ooh,
Coffee Belt.
But that's not to say the Black Pearl and Big Cat's Cafe.
Yeah, you have to go to all three.
Yeah, all three have each in their own right amazing brews of coffee.
Yeah, Big Cat, his name is Dwayne. He is a lovable bear.
Yes. Yes.
And then Monica and her crew at Black Pearl, they just have such an amazing atmosphere.
Yes.
Oh,
It's you can go to anyone and just feel really comfortable. Absolutely.
Amen.
And then I just have some questions for you overall. What is your favorite Red Kettle moment?
Man, my favorite Red Kettle moment, I have to say, it was probably whenever the first year I did it, I'm out there live on Facebook, and out comes this very sweet Hy-Vee employee, and she says, "Sir," all quiet stuff, "Sir," she said, "you might want to get out of the kettle because the building's on fire." And I said, "No, I'm not. I told you I'm not coming down until we raise the goal." So I get down in the kettle, thinking that she's just kidding, and I come up a little pop around, but here come all the employees out of the store, and Don Ranier's like, "I'm out of the store's on fire." And I'm thinking it's a joke, like they're pranking me, because it's fun to mess with the guy in the kettle that can't go anywhere because he's in the kettle. And then here come fire trucks, and I was like, "Oh, this is for real! Like it's legit."
I don't think the prank is no more.
Right. And then of course that is tied with that first year, just watching the community come out and support Coach Schultz at the Red Kettle during the Red Kettle Fitness. I mean, really, if I had to say the most inspirational moment of the Christmas season, the kettle season, would be watching that happen. Watching Ty Thomas from Calvary across the road start. He came over and was like, I'm gonna take some of these off. I'm gonna do them with you. And then his youth group came over, and then golf students, came, and then the people you coach at Impact, they came out. Watching that, doing the most good, for people through just fitness. And then last year, when you had all those to do, I kept asking you questions. Tell me about this technique. And you're explaining, and I'm like, I better shut up so you can get these done. But you did such a good job explaining what you were doing. It was just a lot of fun.
Like I said, I like to stay home and watch. But yeah, it's great. I love it. One of us has to watch the kids. What is your favorite moment on the Muscatine Today show?
Oh, man. Favorite moment on the Muscatine Today show? That's a hard one, because there's been a lot of good moments.
I think personally for me, witnessing was the waffle contest. That was by far the best one.
Tony's sitting right here being like, in his little microphone, because he had the one, I'm going to Pringle to the box. I'm not even going to take a bite of mine. All right, you guys, waffle eating contest. And here I am. I'm like, I'm going to put the whole thing in my mouth at once. Didn't even touch his. Go. And I take the whole thing and just shove it in my mouth, and my cheeks get this big, right? Yeah.
You look like a chipmunk.
It was, and that was just recently. Like, that was just a few months ago.
And Tony just has like his, he even grabbed some strawberries and just slowly eating it.
Yeah, just cutting it, like all the teeth and stuff.
You trying to remove the waffle was, no.
Such good memories. I would say most memorable, I know I was going to mention this, was I think all of us joining Ashley for her last day as the host. She was an incredible host. Just loved the community and what she did here, and just every moment with her, and Tony when Tony was the host of the other show at Hy-Vee. Great moments. So I don't know if I can pick just one because they were all fun.
Supermarket Suite.
That was fun.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, I did see that clip.
Yeah, so I didn't come in with any help. Nora had help from MTS. I had no help. I was in my uniform with my shoes, but we had 5 minutes to run around the store and grab whatever we wanted for our food pantries.
Oh.
Because someone won the Big Brothers Big Sisters, right? Was it a raffle? And they won the chance to do it, and they donated their winning to agencies in town to do this. So 2 years ago, we got to run through, and
then Bear matched it. so both you and
That's right.
MCSA could do it. So we had 2 of them running the same.
Oh wow, that's
so
awesome.
It was fun.
Didn't you just go down the cereal aisle?
I just got a bunch of cereal. It was just me. And
He knows what's good.
right. And Nora had mapped up the store. I didn't know. I'm here all the time, but I still couldn't tell you where everything is. That's my ADHD brain, But it was a lot of fun running through this, and that's out there on the internet somewhere.
We'll find it.
Yeah.
I think the clip is on Discover Muscatine, and maybe Salvation Army shared it. I can't remember if they did or not.
Yeah, you'd be on Hy-Vee too.
And Hy-Vee. So yeah, there's you can go through his memory lane recaps.
It was fun.
And what will you miss most about Muscatine?
Oh man. You know what?
I should have grabbed tissues.
It's the everyday. It's the everyday waking up. I'm gonna miss I'm gonna miss driving to the core every day, taking the River Road, and seeing downtown and seeing the people sitting outside the Jesus Mission and all the great work that Pastor Sharon does at the Jesus Mission, knowing that there's real ministry happening there, and driving downtown and seeing the sheriff's department and the police department, the fire department right there, and knowing that at a moment's notice, we're a phone call away to say, hey, can you come assist a family in a disaster, or bring bottled water and bring hydration and food to first responders on a scene of a house fire. And seeing that and seeing the opportunity of what could be. And I can do it again where I'm going, and we will do it again where we're going. But this community has just been so foundational and so just so meaningful to both me and my family, and our growth as a family, our growth as officers, and our ability to step back and talking with people like Scott Dalkey from MCSA, talking with Chris Anderson, talking with Tony Tone, talking with Mayor Broderson, talking with Mayor Bark, talking with you all, talking with people that help us to not just see things through the lens of a red shield as just strictly Salvation Army, but seeing things as people who are embedded in a community and seeing it differently, to be able to meet the real needs of real people in real time and affecting real change in their life in the moment. And sometimes if we just look at things through the lens of just the Salvation Army, we might miss things. But if we see things as people who are here and are living here and are members of this community and embedded here, a whole new world begins to open up to our vision. And so being able to just connect with people and to see that, it's forever changed the course of our officership. And wherever we go, we're going to know that because of our first appointment here in Muscatine, we can now minister differently and more effectively where we're going because of the things we learned here in Muscatine. Someone told me when I was appointed here, it was my pastor from back home, and he said, Greg, Iowa is a place to grow. It is. It's a place to grow. And I'm telling you, the growth that I've noticed in myself, partly because of stuff like this, thank you very much, getting big this way, but just in our leadership and in our ministry, in our family, in our community, in our core, is something that I will never forget, and something I will always carry with me, and it's become a foundational stone of who we are as officers. So, yeah.
Do you two feel kind of that same transition of going from place to place? In that continuous that you've built this great community and foundation, and now you're saying, see you later.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing, I think. Being in the Salvation Army, saying see you later, but looking forward to what is yet to come and what you might learn and how you might grow, like he just shared. So thanks for sharing.
It's never goodbye, it's always see you later.
Yes,
right.
We claim that.
I will say this, like Lieutenant Macy said a few minutes ago, they're not the box, and that is okay. That is completely fine, and that God's given them big dreams and big visions, and it's my hope and my prayer that as they communicate that to this community, that just like they did for us, that they get behind and say, we are with the Gantners all the way. And whatever the Lord leads them to do, we're going to support it. We're going to do it. And great, like I shared last night on Facebook, greater things are yet to come, because they really are God's anointed, and they are God's appointed leaders for the Salvation Army of Muscatine County in such a time as this, for this month, for however long they're going to be here. They're the chosen ones that God's put here to lead the Army to new levels of leadership, new levels of ministry, new levels of effectiveness for the people in need in Muscatine, in the communities around Muscatine County. So I am excited, and it's my honor really to just pass the mantle of leadership on to you guys, and know that you have our support from afar, and I know that you will have the complete support of a phenomenal community that will love you guys like they loved us.
Thank you.
Well, we're gonna miss you. Yeah, I mean, you're a kid at heart, and I think you just bring a smile to everyone. And we'll break your shell. You will definitely not be a shy person here in Muscatine.
Right.
But it's really great to get to know both of you personally now, and even like this is a great opportunity to ice break and be able to start this transformation and transition into Muscatine. We do have one more thing, and it's sponsored by Toyota of Muscatine. It is called What's in the Box?
This is the best thing ever, guys.
And I will let one of you decide which you'd like to.
So this is how it works, right? So you put your hand in the, I gotta move this over because they keep trying to see it. You put your hand in there, all right? You can't see it, but you gotta just determine what it is. I'll let you know, I've never lost this game once.
Oh, okay.
So no pressure.
He's more.
No pressure.
He might
So
be.
Lieutenant Lucas.
Yep, so you can put both hands in. There's
okay.
hold on either side.
And just kind of feel what it is and just kind of talk it out.
What's in the box?
It is a national day. That's the hint.
National Day?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it feels like an onion.
Look at that, you're 1 for 1.
There you go.
Yes, it is National Onion Day.
Oh,
I tried to.
Harder and way more gross.
That's true.
That was the easy way.
I will concur to that.
So there you go. Got a little icebreaker right there. Well, I appreciate you all three coming on. Like I said, Bach, your family will definitely be missed, and please try and visit. Do you ever get to visit all this?
So what we do is we allow plenty of space and plenty of time for the Gantners to get very well established with both the core people, because they need to have that transition in their spirit and their mind that it's now these are their leaders, these are their pastors. So we'll give it a good amount of time, a year sometimes. But if we ever come back, it's always a phone call to the office saying, hey, listen, I just want to let you know, and if it's okay with you all, we're going to be in town. We just it's just a respect thing, because it's their community now. But the opportunity to visit is there as long as we just give enough time for them to get very well established in the community to know that they are the ones that are in charge here now of the Salvation Army.
Have you ever gone back to visit other?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I think what he said is exactly it. Just give them time and space to figure out what's what, and then always welcome back.
Yeah.
And I know that'll be exciting for everyone.
Perfect. Well, like I said, welcome to Muscatine. You have your bucket list now.
Right.
Yes.
So you got to fill that up. There's, I think, 50 slots on there, so you've got plenty of time. If you need another list, let me know, and I will get one ready for you. Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. Like I said, this will not be your last time. You have many more to come, and we look forward to seeing what you are going to bring into Muscatine.
Thank you for having us.
Greg, like I said, you will be definitely missed.
Thank you very much.
Perfect.
We'll miss you all too.
Well, everyone, that is all. Today was an amazing show, a lot of fun. National Sunglasses Day. Greg got treats. Macy and Lucas got, and I'm never getting my sunglasses back. They are officially his. You look great
Those
right
are
now.
cute,
You got like an Elton John going on right now. Look at that.
That's right.
It's like Elton John and Belushi.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Well, Muscatine,
That's hilarious.
until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow.
When you buy a vehicle from Toyota Muscatine, keeping your vehicle safely on the road is our highest priority.
We offer scheduled maintenance and extended service hours for those unexpected repairs.
Our service department's mechanics are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality of care.
Feel free to ask any of our friendly staff if you have any questions.
Come on down to Toyota Muscatine today.